Hello and welcome to this Move Strength workout. You're going to need 2 tins, so baked beans or chopped tomatoes, and you're going to need a chair and be able to be by a wall. So if you need to pause now and grab them, do it. Otherwise, let's get started. Stand in front of the chair and we're going to do squats into and out of the chair. So no hands with this one to get out of the chair. And as you bend your knees to stand up, think about squeezing your bottom. You can have your arms out in front of you for balance. And this is a front look, so from the front as well. And you're not really collapsing into that chair. This is strengthening your legs. Now you've got 45 seconds of recovery, and then we'll be moving into lunges. So for the lunges, I want you to be standing by the chair. So you can have the chair to the side and you're going to be able to use the chair as a bit of support. So not sitting in it, just holding on to it as support. And we'll start moving our left leg first, okay? So just standing up nice and tall, straight and tall, and it'll be the left leg that we're going to start on to take a step forward. And this one's with Gemma, so let's do the first one now. So you can see left leg goes forward and then back. And you're thinking with this one, you don't want to be leaning your knee over your toes, okay? And Gemma's back is nice and straight as she does these. And again, you're working your leg. And then once we've done 10 on this side, we'll swap over to the other side of the chair. And we'll go with the right leg this time. So step forward with that right leg. And then you're bending your back knee as well. And really, the chair is just there for a bit of support. So a few more left on this side. Keep that back nice and straight. Keep looking ahead. That's really good. And then you've got another 45 seconds of recovery. So if you want to head over towards the wall at the moment, and we're going to do some press-ups against the wall for this next one. So I want you to stand about 1 meter away from the wall, and you're going to face the wall and put your hands flat against the wall at about shoulder height. So you're standing about 1 meter away from the wall, hands flat at shoulder height. And then this one is going to work your chest, and it's doing a push-up but against the wall. And I want your back to stay straight. So you'll see here, I'm bending my arms, I'm looking forward as I'm doing it, and my back is nice and straight. It's not a jolty movement, it's a nice smooth movement, and I'm keeping those hands flat. You can keep your elbows closer in, so there are 2 types of press-ups. This one, I'm letting my elbows go out, but if you want to work your arms more, then don't let your elbows flare out. For this next one then, I want you to go and grab some tins. So I want you to get 2 tins, and then we're going to do a movement called a row, and it will work your back. So have a tin in each hand. Bend your knees a little bit and be in a bit of a semi-squat position, but leaning over from your hip. You're going to see now on the video the position. So you can see there my back is straight, and then I'm pulling, like rowing, those tins back. So it works your back. It's not necessarily an arm movement. This one really is for the back. So try and squeeze your shoulder blades together as you pull those tins back. And then we'll do the same after this bit of recovery. So we're going to repeat the same exercise. So it's going to be the standing row, which uses your back. Okay, so into position, and we'll do 10 more. So really pull back and squeeze those shoulder blades together as you do it. Nice and stable in your position. And keep on breathing as you're doing it as well. Okay, so recovery again. Keep hold of the tins because we're going to do a few more arm exercises. So again, for this next one, you need a tin in each hand. And it's called a lateral raise. So you're going to lift the tins up. If you start with them by your side, and then you're going to lift your arms up to shoulder height and then go back to the starting position. So you will see in the video shortly, you will see the position that I start in. So I'm standing up straight and then I'm lifting those tins up to shoulder height. Try not to go above shoulder height. And this one works the shoulders and adds a bit of mobility as well. A couple more. And then another rest period. And then again, the next exercise, we still need the tins and still have a tin in each hand, but this time we're going to work our upper arm at the front, so the bicep. We're going to do bicep curls. So holding a tin in each hand with your palms facing up, elbows by your side and arms bent at 90 degrees, and then you're going to bring the tin up towards your shoulder. And this works the top of your arm. So bringing it up, and when you bring it up, really squeeze that top of the arm and then go back to the starting position. So squeeze the arm and back down. And you can see that my elbows, I'm keeping them close in to my torso. And then we'll have recovery. And then for this final arm exercise, you just need one of the tins. So put one down, keep hold of the other one. And with this exercise, you're going to take the tin above your head and you're going to work the opposite muscle to the one you've just done. So still the top of the arms, but at the back. So bingo wings, that's what they call them, isn't it? We're going to get rid of those bingo wings with this one. So start with that tin behind you and then bring your arms straight. And again, try and keep your elbows as close in towards your head as you can. And really squeeze your triceps at the top of the movement. Keep on breathing, keep that back nice and straight.
Magic.
And then recovery. For the next exercise, I want you on the floor, and we're going to work your glute or your bottom, and we'll do it on one side and then we'll do it on the other side. So if you want to lie on your right hand side, you might want to check the position. You might want to fast forward it slightly, check the position, and then come back and get ready, or just hit pause. But make sure you're in the right position with your hips and your knees and your feet stacked on top of each other. So there's our starting position. And then our feet stay together and we just lift that knee and it works your bottom. Really gets that muscle nice and strong. And if you wanted to make this exercise harder, you can use a resistance band just above your knees. So a few more on this side. And then I want you to turn over and swap onto the other side. In the video, Gemma is going to be on the same side, but I need you to swap over onto the other side and you're going to repeat the exercise. So again, your feet are stacked, your hips one on top of the other, and then it's just you're lifting up that knee with your feet stuck together. So it's your bottom that's doing the work. That's great, well done. And then recovery again. We love recovery. Recovery is great. So for the next exercise, I want you to be in tabletop position. So that means being on your hands and knees with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And then we're going to do the bird dog movement, which works your core. And you're going to lift opposite arm and opposite leg off at the same time. You'll see it very, very shortly. So it works your core, so I want you to keep your hips level as you do this one. And it's quite a small, controlled movement. Control is key here, so really engage your core as you do this. And try not to let your arm or your leg go much above the height of your body. And it's that control. You can see my hips. There's minimal movement there. I'm not doing too much swaying from side to side, so that's what we want. So just repeating it, alternating the sides. Keep on breathing as you are doing this one. And keep that core engaged. So keep those abdominals nice and tight. This also helps with coordination and balance as well. But really try so hard to keep those hips level. And then recovery again. And then, so you've got one more exercise, and we're going to do it twice, and it is a modified plank. So from the position that you've just been in, you can stay on your knees, and then we're going to have your elbows where your hands were, okay? And again, you'll see it in the position, and then we're going to embrace our core and keep on breathing and hold that position. So this time, elbows are underneath shoulders, and we're going to go into the plank position, a modified plank, so from your knees. Okay, so ready? 3, 2, 1. So you can see Gemma is really nice and still there. She's got her knees down on the floor. Those elbows are beneath the shoulder, and she's really, really working hard to engage that core as she's doing it. If you want to make it a bit harder, you can lift your feet off the mat, as Gemma has done just now. Hold it there and relax. So we've got 45 seconds recovery, and then we will repeat and hold it for another 20 seconds. And then that is the last 20 seconds, and then you're done. Okay, so final little bit then, get back into that modified plank position. So elbows beneath your shoulders, on those knees, and engage that tummy. Keep on breathing as you're doing this. Squeeze that core, squeeze those abs. Really hold that good plank position. Squeeze your glutes, so squeeze your bottom. If you want to lift your feet up and make it harder, you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep on breathing. A few more seconds and relax. And that is the strength workout done. Well done. Just make sure if you want to do some stretches now, you can do some stretches. And we'll see you again next time.